other guys. Wanna be a millionaire by 35. Buy my mama crib, tell her quit a job. I don't know, somehow I dodged a 27 club. Yeah, nobody like us.
And here are the Nuggets now. And following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Bucks in Milwaukee. That'll be the last game of their very short 3-game road trip. They've got MP. He's out there with Pajemski. And it's Coles in at the 3, the small forward. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half. And now, Harry LaForce says something for us from the sideline.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Lakers was a man on a mission. He ended up with a jaw-dropping amount of points and story of the night. He put together the rare quadruple double. He was locked in all night long. We'll see if that focus carries over into this game, guys.
Great stuff, Allie. Thank you. He was in attack mode all night. We saw that really propelled them to that win.
When he's on, he is on. And there isn't all that much you can do to stop him.
Well, he did whatever he wanted. I love the fact that he was under control, yet very aggressive.
And Greg is a former point guard in this league. Give us your top 4 generals of all time. The guys that can direct the floor and can control a game.
Wow, if we're talking traditional point guards, I gotta go Magic, Isaiah, CP3's in that conversation, Jason Kidd. But I've got a separate list for that hybrid point guard, right? Which that includes guys like Steph and Iverson, West, and the great Oscar Robertson.
And the league is still buzzing, Greg, about MP registering a quadruple double.
One of the greatest all.
Is the label we dealing with. Do you realize what you're dealing with? You roll up and you feel us quick. The ball with a price, so you innocent. You're the son of daughters of the risen king. That's in the win on the winning team. This for them days we ain't have anything. We read the sausage, we have to think we felt out all the negative. Honestly, on the philosophy front. Yeah, I don't know what you gon' say.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
On the courts for the Nuggets.
Here's Mitchell. Still scoreless. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
So on the floor for Denver. They've got Achua. He's out there with Jokic. Mullen is out there with Mitchell. And it's Rupert in at the shooting guard position. GA, you hear about 3 levels score. But is it just 3 levels?
Great point. Kevin, you've got guys. With that deep range and There's a difference between the mid-range game, those floaters, the little 12-footers, and those deep twos as well. So maybe 5-level score is complete. Think of like a 5-2 player in baseball.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Well, MP in the last matchup against Los Angeles was a man on a mission. He ended up with a jaw-dropping amount of points and the story of the night. He put together the rare quadruple double. And just a huge game for him. His coaches would love to see him do it again. Guys?
All right, Allie, great stuff as always. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
Yeah, you know, every night's different. They may try to double him, might force it.
I can't. Hilarious.
Everybody see through, I'm gone.
I've been down for so long, gotta run it up, pulling up in that boom boom like a monster truck. Yeah, came from the bottom, so you know it's up. Score, no, it's going up.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rush press offensively. They could really use a basket.
We've got Chet Holmgren, Brandon Pajemski out there with MP, and it's Coles in at the small forward position. That's the Warriors 5. Yeah, when it comes to taking an offense out of its rhythm, what are some of the primary methods, Grant?
Well, BA, you have to disrupt their flow. That can come from steals, deflections, block shots, even change shots. Anything that makes him feel uncomfortable.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against Los Angeles was a man on a mission. He dropped an amazing number of points and the story of the night. He put together the rare quadruple double. It was a performance that will stick with the fans for a long time. Let's see what he has in store for us in this one.
Great report there, Allie. Well, it'll be interesting to see how much of that performance carries over into this one.
His goal is to provide whatever the team needs from him on that particular evening.
Well, I'm sure he's coming in with a lot of confidence after last game. He wants to have a repeat performance here tonight.
So it's Denver now. The Warriors getting their last shot to go. Back to Mitchell. They need this. Looking to get it going. Mullen can't get it to go.
There's aggressive, and then there's trying to do too much. This scoreless effort is hurting this team.
Now here's Mitchell. Tight defense on him. Here's Rupert. And another miss by Denver.
The other team just looks more in sync and is riding the momentum.
Their body language does not look good right now. They're deflated and to stop this run.
All the talk around the NBA, Grant, that quadruple double from MP.
I still can't believe he did it, B.A. MP doing it all for his team. And everyone in this crowd is here to see him tonight.
Here's Jokic. After the Warriors picking up a basket just a moment ago. Shot clock at 5. Denver needs to get off a shot. Rupert. And the 3 off target.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, I get it. But you don't want to enforce something. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
Ooh, poked away. It's stolen by MP. He got it again! Sensational!
This game has his name written all over it.
He has been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught. How about that elevated look on the AT&T connected cam? And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Denver Nuggets. Searching for that first bucket here in the third. When this game is done, they'll be off to Milwaukee, taking on the Bucks.
Now Mitchell. No scoring in this one. So out there for the Nuggets right now. They've got Nikola Jokic. Achua is out there with Mullen. And it's Mitchell. And it's...
Everything's been changed, 'cause Jesus called my name. Jesus called my name. I thought I was done wrong. I was working on my habits, studying on my ways. Escapism, I was trying to feel the pain. I was dissociated from the world around me, feeling like I'm isolated, sick of my surroundings. Staring at the ceiling, God, I hope you hear me. Someone feel you need me.
Denver has got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. We've got Brandon Pajemski. He's out there with MP. And it's Holmgren in at the center position. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Here's Mullen. Yet to see a basket. Another miss. Boy, they had their chance there. Couldn't get it to go.
You know, some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of a rally. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
Everything's been changed, 'cause Jesus called my name. Freedom from
Now here's Mitchell. And right now he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Lakers was outstanding. He had an unbelievable amount of points and the story of the night. He put together the rare quadruple double, a game that nobody will soon forget, that's for sure. How is he going to follow that up tonight? We'll see, guys.
That's good stuff, Allie. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry the NBA. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
And it's very likely that he and his guys can carry that momentum into this one.
All the talk around the NBA, Grant, that quadruple double from MP.
I still can't believe he did it, B.A. MP doing it all for his team. And everyone in this crowd is here to see him tonight.
Clock is at 3. Here's Jokic.
Jokic inside, working on Holmgren. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
They've got MP. He's out there with Pajemski. And it's Holmgren in at 6. That's the Warriors' 5. Here's Mullen.
Denver's got nothing to fall here in the third. 0 for 4. On the court right now for the Nuggets. Achua is out there with Nikola Jokic. Then it's Davion Mitchell, and it's Rupert in at the 2. Coach, I've heard you say one of the most frustrating things to watch is a team that beats itself.
Yeah, B.A., I think one of the things is before you can win, you got to make sure you don't lose. And when you're doing things like turning the ball over or fouling needlessly, those are probably the two biggest areas. Those are beat yourself types of stats, and it's hard to get away with those at the highest level.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against Los Angeles was a man on a mission. He ended up with a jaw-dropping amount of points and the story of the night. He put together the rare quadruple double. He just went out there and played his game, absolutely owning the opposition in the process. Back to you guys.
Nice work, Allie. Thank you. It was obvious he could do anything he wanted. A fantastic win.
Well, I'll tell you, he was enjoying himself out there, kind of like us here in the broadcast booth. And whoever was matched up against him wasn't enjoying themselves.
Yeah, well, winning is usually fun, especially when you have it going like he did.
All the talk around the NBA, Grant, that quadruple double from MP.
I still can't believe he did it, B.A. MP doing it all for his team. And everyone in this crowd is here to see him tonight.
And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Warriors.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
And also, attacking in transition has been working for them. I mean, credit them for running the break well and being opportunistic.
Now, here's Green, still without a bucket. Here's Jokic, and Jokic throws it down.
Yeah, he's not exactly a highlight reel dunker, but you love to see Jokic throw it down.
Let's see the stat sheet here for him. He's had 4 chances at the line. He's made them all. And he drops her first.
You know, it's no secret that MP is a confident guy. But what I really like is that most of the time he lets his play do the talking for him.
And both free throws good for MP. One thing you hear coaches like Steve Kerr say, let's not gift foul calls that you'd never tolerate in a pickup game. Do you agree?
I absolutely agree, B.A., and I think Steve Kerr has gotten that across to the league in the way guys officiate now, and I think that's good. Let's call fouls when a guy's trying to score or trying to make an offensive play, and we actually foul him. Let's not reward guys when their only objective is to try to get fouled jumping into people.
Shot clock at 3. Dunleavy. No good on the 3.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
MP finds Walker. It's good. Walker's got 9 points.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Here's Dunleavy, covered by MP. Vanderbilt, a screen on MP. Here's Dunleavy. Still no points. Over MP. Buffkin with a rebound.
Well, he can't buy a bucket, but it's time to find other ways.
Borrowed this life into your hands when I die.
Here's Dunleavy. Hasn't got one to fall yet. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
In this league, you've got to have moves and counter moves. Grant, your toolkit was pretty complete coming in.
Well, you know, I tried to keep adding to it. It's like baseball. If they're struggling to hit your heater, that changeup will work even better. And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
On the court for Denver, Jared Vanderbilt out there with him.
So out there for the Nuggets right now, we've got Dunley. Paxson is out there with Jared Vanderbilt. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Green in at the shooting guard position.
Didn't get a three in the first half, and now he's on the board with his first triple of the game.
And so, MV will bring it up for the Warriors. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. And the league is still buzzing, Greg, about MP, registering a quadruple-double.
One of the greatest all-around games in league history. MP is an incredible talent, and you know he'll put on another show here tonight.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie Laporte.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the Lakers was a man on a mission. He dropped an amazing number of points and the story of the night. He put together the rare quadruple-double, a reminder of the amazing things that he's capable of on any given night. It'll be hard to match that tonight, but go proud, guys.
Great stuff as always, Allie. Thank you. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
And I'll be interested to see if the opposition looks to double him, because this should open up opportunities for his teammates to get going.
Now, here's Jokic. 7 points in the game. Pass to Green. Back to Jokic. Shoots over Holmgren. Again, the Nuggets score.
That's a guy you want taking shots. A quality offensive player.
The try. Oh, my goodness, the slam.
Oh, man, MP to be young again.
Green with the ball. Hasn't made one yet. There's 45 seconds left in the third quarter. Jokic kicks to Green. Back to Jokic. 6 to shoot. And the rejection by Holmgren.
And that is why Holmgren went second in the draft. He can dominate.
Wow, you
On the court for Denver, they've got Nikola Jokic. A.J. Green is...
It's out. I'm Mr. 2
There's 53 seconds left to play here in the third. Chet Holmgren out there with Walker. Then it's MP. Then there's Anthony Black. And it's Puffkin in at the shooting guard position. That's the Warriors' 5. And Jokic slams it in.
Yeah, he's not exactly a highlight reel dunker, but you love to see Jokic throw it down.
Austin, good. And the league is still buzzing, Greg, about MP, registering a quadruple-double.
One of the greatest all-around games history. MP is an incredible talent, and you know he'll put on another show here tonight. How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass?
Here's Denver now. Now, here's Jokic. 11 points in the game. Pass to Green. Puts up a three. No good there.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the one he's had tonight.
Well, it's all due to his energy and effort, as well as how well he's been able to get ideal positioning on the glass.
And so it's MP making things happen for the Warriors. Between his points and his rebounds, he was a star for him in that quarter. We come back right after this.
This is not a game, he's the way up. I thank him every day, he never gave up.
And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your team.
Trying to get it caught.
Well, look, Kevin, I think the main things is you've got to decide what the main things are. And when you've got maybe an hour to prepare a team for a game, they're not going to be able to go through everything you would like them to know. But you've got to decide. You've got to prioritize. These are the 2 or 3 things we've got to get done tonight, and you've got to have a clear understanding of those.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. And here's Mitchell from the arc. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got rebound number 8 now on the night.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Warriors.
Look, their big advantage was points in the paint.
And they found a way to pound the ball inside. And that was working all game long.
And you can hardly say this win surprised anyone with the season these guys have put together. Win after win all year long. What a record-breaking year this team has put together. A season for the record books.
And once they polish off this win, they'll be one more victory away from sweeping the season series.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for MP.
Yeah, we witnessed a...
On the front, whole team set free by the most high. No fear with the kingdom on the inside. Angels all around, so the demons gotta go high. Hey, the right hand, baby. We not in this world, so we might as well crazy. My name is Phil. Tell me you crazy, my God, so good. Had to take it back to the truth.
55 seconds left in the final quarter.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Warriors.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
B.A., it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And what can you say that hasn't been already said? We knew these guys would be great coming into the year, but they're completely...
Put the rock down. He can make a weed here, put the pot down. Then they'll take them to the outs of the drop down. Them doors open, them opportunities come. But we ain't seeking the platform, look, we just wanna love. I don't wanna walk in the council of the ungodly one. Bang on the enemy, Jim Carrey with the Tommy gun.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Warriors.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think...
street on the front lines. See my life from the past like a touchdown. Light so bright, got shades for the sunshine. Stay eating up the word like it's lunchtime. Man, he sent me from a lot, yeah, the Lord knows. Can't understand my tongues like it's Morse code. I don't dig through the floor when the door's closed. Grace to the grease to the Lord's soul. In the name of Jesus, demons get up out of here. Catch me in the war zone. Find me on the
54 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says, and a great win for the Warriors.
Loved how much they moved the ball out there tonight.
Yeah, no one got left out. This was a real team effort.
And we just saw one of the greatest teams of all time win again. They've reached that magical 72-win marker.
Come on, you can keep that.
Denver has gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Warriors.
You love how they push the ball at every opportunity.
Yeah, they really dictated the pace, and it really paid off.
And with the year they've had, you expect nothing less than a victory every time they take the court. Another stellar outing for them here tonight.
It's just a great matchup for them, and they're looking for the 4-game season.
Running out of time, winning on my mind, man, it's time for overtime. Putting in work, ready for the movement. Headed to the mountaintop, feeling like Moses. Talk to God, walk with God, you can see the better days. Why they tryna block, man? Let me hit the fadeaway. Living water in me, and I got my daughters with me. Leave a legacy, heart of the father in me.
Season sweep in their next meeting.
Be on the team. Know you mean. No dealing with the odds. I practice and I work. Trying to be a legend like Larry with the birds. On the take inside the game, we ain't got no other options. We apply the pressure, but it don't we never stop. In the spirit taking over every demon on the rocket. Holy Ghost calling, then we do the most. We don't go to overtime. Overtime. We gon' go to overtime. Overtime. Got me winning every time. Every time. We gon' go to overtime. Overtime. Yeah. I don't play. I don't budge. I don't homie. Got a drum.
There's 37 seconds left in the fourth. Aaron Gordon out there with Curry. Then it's MP. And it's Rudy Gobert. And it's Coles in at the 2 guard. So that's the group out there for Golden State.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
And with each miss, you can feel him pressing just a little bit more.
Now here's Curry. The trade.
And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Nuggets. On the court right now for the Nuggets. Nikola Jokic is out there with Achua. Then it's Davion Mitchell, and it's Mullen in at the small forward position.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Back to MP. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Gordon. The 3. Knocks it down from distance.
They're just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attacking.
Never
Five seconds left to play here in the fourth.
There is peace with you. They say they love me, but when I see no fruit, they can make me lose. They can make me leave. They can make me choose. They can take my peace.
That was things in the table. Man, Playboy Max. I don't know a lot of rappers. Tell us spend 10,000 on this dinner. And I ain't capping. Never deal with it. They got tapped up. Let us stand by me. She lucky. Big bad like long line. Like get some money. I've been that side speaking this. When I'm turning up this summer. When I pop out, I'm going. I'm jumping in my bag.
Here's Mitchell. Fires away from way outside. Missed it. So Golden State takes this one, and by a big margin. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm sure their fans appreciated it too. We saw the outstanding defense and a loaded offensive effort. They were just dominant out there.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie the Fourth.
They can make me lose. They can make me leave. They can make me choose. They can take my peace. They can take my freedom. Inside Jesus, make me free. They can make me lose. They can make me leave. They can make me choose. They can take my peace. They can take my freedom. Inside Jesus, make me free. Straight facts, get straight to the bag. I'ma jump and screw it like the state that I'm at. Hugging up the lane when I swing in the lane. The people like to hate cause my faith in my tags. Straight facts, they whack. This for the Lord, how they gonna hate that? I was trying to be quiet, I was trying to say jack. But I can't be silent and I can't stay back. My Lord, my God, made one shot at the flight squad. Never wanna flex, I'ma shout out my Lord. I'm in the superplex, ride up in my yard.